once again.
Okay. Welcome to the episode 1 of the Four-eyed Monsters video podcast.
This episode is posting November 1st, approximately.
This episode is brought to you by my parents, Ed and Judy Weiss,
who are sponsoring our stay here at our temporary headquarters here in Malden, Massachusetts. What's your problem? What's going on over here? Anyways, the music for this episode is by Golden Pastime, and the name of this episode is In the Beginning. I have to tell you, I was nervous that I was going to develop some kind of a condition that was going to later require like medication or something. I'm not sure what it would have been called, but something where, you just can't quite socialize with people. Or you're stuck inside of the confines of your own brain and you can't get out. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? That was the artistic panic that I was in. Nothing is coming out of me because I'm not willing to be intimate with anybody. By not willing to be intimate with anybody, I'm not willing to be open and share. And if I'm not willing to do that, no wonder I can't make any kind of artistic statement that anybody's willing to listen to. I kind of really thought that the two problems were pretty much lined up as one problem, the inability to communicate.
It's always been tough to get my life and art, aligned. And I really firmly believe that to be a really good artist, your art sort of needs to be really directly linked to your life. And for me, it was always really difficult to do that. Art was always kind of like a chore or something that I was really trying to force myself to do, especially when I was waiting tables. It always made me feel really disconnected and I wasn't really an artist because it wasn't something that was just coming out of me.
Even before we actually met each other, we were documenting the creation of our relationship.
In the beginning, we agreed that we would only communicate through artistic mediums and never speak in person. Our relationship was creating these byproducts. I was living my art. Eventually, we realized that we wanted to take all these concepts and aesthetics and experiences and turn them into some kind of project together.
We decided that creating a narrative feature film would be the best platform for this.
We quit our jobs, lined up the credit cards, and began.
We felt like the only person who was going to understand what we were doing was our friend Andrew.
We bought him a plane ticket to New York, where he slept on our floor for 4 months, helping us shoot preliminary scenes and develop the film. Around the time Andrew flew back to California, we finally felt confident enough to bring on our friend Joe.
Sum up your movie in one sentence.
About halfway through the project, we had finally created a script based on what we had just shot and based on what we knew we wanted to shoot.
We posted an ad for a cinematographer, which introduced us to Bry.
You know what I mean? It's gotta be
who read the script and agreed to fly out to New York for a week and shoot for deferred pay. We got a couple interns.
3, 2, I'm looking for...
We held auditions for the supporting roles, which introduced us to Mark and Cassie.
Take your sweater off, just take it off. They became the first and only actors to read the full script.
And I read it and I remember I was like, this is fucking brilliant.
They taught us some acting exercises and introduced us to their acting class.
Give yourself the little trick
where we met Brad.
Of what in each character will be your instant hard-on. Where it just goes right in.
In class, we learned a lot about directing actors by watching Brad walk individuals through acting explorations.
All you really have to do is grab your fucking tie and jerk it up. And go, and jerk it up.
We cast the few final supporting roles out of class, and we asked Brad to come on set to help us bring the techniques that were being used in class to our film.
1 year after the production had started, the credit cards ran out. The project seemed like it needed several months of reshoots and re-edits.
We decided to take a few months off the project to raise money. But before we had the chance to do that, we got a phone call
that changed everything.
Hi, this is Sarah calling from Slamnet Film Festival. Could you call me back as soon as you get this message?